he's grown. Brilliant! Absolutely superb!
Hello and welcome to the highlights. It's day 4 of this very interesting test match at Galle. Second test, England versus Sri Lanka. And let's take a look at how the pitch is. And I can tell you that it's not the best to bat on if you're a batsman. Going into this test match, day 4 looks drier. You'll expect it to respond better to the spinners. And that's what makes this test match so interesting going forward. With England on 339 for 9, still trailing by 42 runs, with Joe Root being run out very late in the day for 186. Another masterly knock with the last pair in, Leach on Nott and Anderson yet to face a ball. Sri Lankan bowling, it's been all Lasith Ambuldennia, 7 for 132, combining well with Lairu Thirimanu, who held on to 5 catches, which is a record for Sri Lanka, and a wicket to Ramesh Mendis. This is where the game is. England still trail by 42 runs with 2 days to go after Sri Lanka made 381 and England 339 for 9. Day 4, absolutely interesting as we look forward to it. Time for some action. Let's go across and join our first comms, Russell Arnold and Mark Butcher.
Well, if today is anything like as entertaining as it was yesterday, then you're in for a real treat once more from Galle International Cricket Stadium.
Oh yes, Dilly! Come on, Dilly! Come on, Dilly! Udah boleh lama, ya nah.
Runs for Jimmy, 4 of them. 344 for 9, England.
Oh, that's out, surely, yeah. Jack Leach got a long way across. It missed the front pad, hit the back one. England will review it, of course.
Yeah. Don't take it home. Give it a go.
Original decision is out. Pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets hitting. So you can give me Kumar on field. Kumar, you can stay with your original decision. You're on screen now.
Kumar Damasena raises the finger for the second time. Thought that looked pretty good. It won't be 8 for Ambuldennia. And England are all out.
So England dismissed pretty early on day 4, 344 all out. Leach, the batsman, LBW to Dilruwan Pereira for 1 his solitary wicket. So England conceding a lead of 37. Let's look at the Sri Lankan bowling. 7 for Lasith Ambuldennia, his best test figures, and 5th best at Galle. A wicket each for Dilruwan Pereira and Ramesh Mendis. And the mini card shows that England trailed Sri Lanka by 37 runs, and how crucial will that be?
2 left-handers out in front. Perhaps these are conditions perfect for somebody like Kusal Pereira, who has given his wicket away in all 3 innings in the Test series so far, but perhaps somebody that comes out with real positive intent might just be the one to swing the pendulum in favour of Sri Lanka. Oh, goodness me.
Punched. The first boundary, perfect length for Kusal Pereira, hitting it on the up.
Another boundary here. That's back-to-back for Kusal Pereira. Really nice piece of timing. Oh, close, very close indeed. Yes, it is.
He's referred it, but that looked pretty close to me.
Ball tracking coming up. Original decision is out. Pitching in line, impact in line.
It's an umpire's call.
Umpire's call. You can give me the on-field umpire.
Kusal
Kumar, you're on
Pereira
screen.
has
You
to
can make a
go.
decision.
It just looked like it was out in front. Kusal Pereira goes. Just 14 for him, 19 for 1.
Osho the Fernando coming back into Test cricket.
Given. That's it. Ball it into the rough. Ball will turn and bounce. Double failure for Oshada Fernando.
Yep, I was just going to say that. That decision to go spin both hands has really paid off, that big inside edge. And Crawley taking a simple catch. A pleased Dom Bess. 29 for 2, Sri Lanka. Oshada Fernando goes for 3.
Angelo Matthews. Got him. Smart catch. Straight into the bread basket.
Well, front foot pivot or not, that's out. That's a very smart catch by Crawley. It's not easy in there. That's the end of Lairu Tiremane. He goes for 13. Sri Lanka 37 for 3.
England coach keep chipping away. 3 down now, Sri Lanka. Pressure on the captain, Dinesh Chandimal. Ball. That's the 4th. Sweeping off the rough. Sri Lanka in trouble.
The spinners being rewarded for their hard work. Angela Matthew goes for 5. Sri Lanka 37 for 4.
Niroshan Dikwella, higher score in the first innings, batted so well.
Oh, it's crunched, and it'll be a tough chase out on that cover boundary. Won't get there. Straight up. Jimmy Anderson, can he get there? He can. What a great catch that is. Don't underestimate how good that catch is from James Anderson.
Jack Leach has gone high again, tossed it up again, said, okay, have another go. Chandimal could not resist. The sledge was there. Anderson, awesome. 5 down now, Sri Lanka with the lead, 84. Chandimal goes for 9.
Ramesh Mendes comes to the crease. The reverse sweep this time from Dikwella. That was why the man was there previously for that exact shot. Couldn't catch up with it that time though, Mark Wood. Oh, put down by Joe Root. It was a little outside edge. Oh, gone this time. He's hit it aerial straight to cover.
Caught at mid-off by Jack Leach. This time he steps out, doesn't get to the pitch of it. The ball turns, and Dan Lawrence does the rest. Oh, wow. 66 for 6. Dickweller's gone for 7.
Dilruwan Pereira. Last ball, I think, before lunch. Edge and Root puts it down again. Away to his left this time. I just heard Joss Butler about 3 balls ago. One for Rooty. Goodness me, what's going on?
And, well, you can't take your eyes off it, Simon Doull. It's just been magnificent.
7 for 72. How good's that?
67 for 6. The Sri Lankan batsman will regret some of the shot selection, and it's been a disastrous session for them. The top order virtually dismissed by the England spinners, who are looking really good at the moment. Sri Lanka struggling at lunch on 67 for 6. The England bowling, it's been Bess and Leach combining beautifully, 3 wickets each, just 2 overs each for the seamers. But Bess and Leach really proving to be a tough proposition for the Sri Lankan batsmen. So really not much for Sri Lanka to show at this stage at lunch, just 104 runs ahead. They'll need a lot more if they're going to make a match out of this at this moment at lunch on day 4. So time for a break, and when you come back, I'm sure that middle session is going to be pretty interesting. Ramesh Mendes, in his first game, is 11 not out, had a life, so to speak. And so as Dilruwan Pereira just missed. Missed by Root. Hard chance at slip.
Yet another wicket for Dom Bess. Crawley takes another catch in that position at short leg, which is not conventional short leg.
Disappointing to say the least. Attempted to play a few shots, then a soft dismissal. Pereira goes for 4, 70 for 7. They're asking for it this time. They're confident. First the LBW, then Butler took it off the pad.
Yeah, I've got a feeling he's hit that ball into the ground.
Butler's captaining because Root's off the field. He's taken it.
Yes, there's a spike when the ball passes the bat, so it's confirmed off the bat. Yeah, show me the completion of the catch. Yeah, the catch has been completed. So, give me the on-field umpire, please. Kumar, you're on screen. I recommend that you change your decision to out. Thank you.
Out for 16. Sri Lanka 78 for 8. That will go for 4, I think. Yes, it does.
Down the ground. He's hit that in the gap. Ambuldenia. Oh, good hit. Wonderful hit. 6. 100 up for Sri Lanka. Slog sweep. Gets it. Where's that gone? Bounces away to the mid-wicket boundary. More runs for Sri Lanka. Bairstow picks that up.
Just in front of the bat, and he's played it straight to Johnny Bairstow at slip, who's taken a terrific catch.
And who's taken the wicket? Joe Root. Ambuldenia, very useful 40. Entertaining innings comes to an end. Sri Lanka 126 for 9.
How on earth did he manage that? It was so wide, he stopped it. Oh my goodness. It just bubbles onto the stumps.
You were almost at a loss there, weren't you, Roshad? Apologies, I'm not.
Why
I'm
me?
not laughing at the players. I'm laughing at my co-commentator, who's literally stunned into silence. Cannot believe what he's just seen. But once again, we see the broadly grinning face of Joe Root, who picked up 2 for none to go with his 180.
126 all out. We've spoken about the batsman who got into double figures, but look at where Ambuldenia is. Just under 30% of the runs, or somewhere there out of the 126. But the rest of the batting, just 3 batsmen in the top 7 or 8 getting into double figures, and that includes the debutant as well. 10 wickets to the England spinners, 4 each and 2 to Joe Root. And let's see what Sri Lanka has in the bank to defend. 164 is all what they have. Do they have enough? That will be the question that begs to be answered, and we should know it going forward. But Zach Crawley, very decent average, best of 267. And his opening partner, none of them have really had a good time or enjoyed the 3 innings so far. Friendly full toss. This is where runs are important. Taken. We've been talking about it. We've been talking about being patient. And the ball would arrive eventually, and that's what happened. Ambuldenia again. Believe it or not, he's the man for Sri Lanka.
He goes for 13, England are 17 for 1.
Johnny Bairstow.
Sweeps powerfully in front of square, I think, and that's away to the boundary for 4. First sweep and down to the boundary for 4. Nice from Bairstow. He's being active here. This one's gone in the air, and it's gone all the way, I think. A leading edge and all the way for 6.
Over T.
46 for 1, 12 overs have been bowled. Umpire Ruchira Paliagurage says over and T. England 118 runs away from victory, away from going back-to-back here in Galle, and Sri Lanka in search of 9 wickets. Yeah, they lost Zach Crawley, caught by Ashada Fernando off the bowling of Embledenia, his 8th in the match for 13, and then this partnership is 29 from 44 deliveries. Sibley and Bairstow at the crease. 3 bowlers used for Sri Lanka. The wicket taker Embledenia 1 for 25. Pereira with none for 10 and a couple of overs for Ramesh Mendis. Sri Lanka 381, England 344 in reply. Sri Lanka bowled out today cheaply for 126. And England need 118 more runs to win this test match. Sri Lanka looking for 9 wickets.
Dom Sibley's 14 not out. He's had to battle hard throughout this tour. He seems to have found a method to keep him at the crease for a bit longer. Johnny Bairstow is in partnership with him. Oh, they'll go for 4. Bairstow has come out and straight away taken the attack to Embledenia. England past 50.
And that's got in front of square, playing it really well.
That's hit pad first. That's hit pad first, yes.
Yes, come on.
I think Johnny Bairstow is going to review this because he thinks the ball might be missing leg stump, but it was pad first, then bat.
We have a player review for ABW. The on-field decision is out. Okay, ball tracking coming up. The original decision is out. Pitching outside off, impact in line. Because umpire's call. Can give me the on-field umpire. Kumar, you can stay with your original decision. I'll let you know when you're on screen. You're on screen now.
Another good decision from Kumar Dharmasena. So Bairstow's gone for 29, and England lose their second with a score on 62. 99th Test match. Joe Root made his 19th Test match century in the first innings.
Well, that's a beautiful shot there by Joe Root.
Come on,
Lovely bit of footwork and easing the ball through the offside.
Done him. He's done him. Ramesh Mendis. His second wicket in Test cricket. And what a wicket it happened to be. Spun right across Joe Root.
Well, does that give Sri Lanka the belief that they can go on to win this Test match? Would you believe it? He gets probably a little bit too far over and manages to drag the ball onto his stumps. Joe Root goes for 11. England 84 for 3.
One ball remaining.
They're asking. They think that's a catch. Kumar Dharmasena is going to have a word, but I get the feeling there was an inside edge. Now he's having a word with the third umpire. Soft signal. What does it say? He thinks it's out.
Thank you. Okay, off an inside edge. The ball is onto the pad. Yeah, very clear. Its ball is clearly off the inside edge of the bat onto the pad. I need to see the catch being completed, please. Yes, the catch is clearly taken. Decision for the big screen. My decision is out. My decision is out.
10 wickets for Lasith Ambuldenia. Goes for 2, England 89 for 4. Josh Butler. 4. Tossed up. Invitation to drive and Josh Butler just pounced on it. Upish! Just to the left of Ramesh Mendes. Desperate effort. That's 4. Tossed up in the gap.
Hammers that. That's 4. 16 required now. Gets it through. Half century. Dom Sibley has had a torrid time so far, but he's fought back. He's fought back at a crucial time for England. Hammers that. Looks so good when he stretches those arms and looks to have a go. One hit away, England.
Well, he goes for the trusted reverse sweep to add a single to his score as England level scores with Sri Lanka.
No, it is. Here it is. England doing it very, very nicely. They didn't need Root. That'll be a confidence booster for this team as well. Great team effort. 6th consecutive win here in Sri Lanka for England, and for Joe Root, 5 test matches. He's won all 5 as captain. Josh Butler not out on 46. Other positives, Dom Sibley staying not out on 56. England winning by 6 wickets and taking the series 2-0. Joe Root the man. 5 consecutive test wins as captain here in Sri Lanka. And in Asia, of course, those 5 test matches his captain in Asia have been out here. 2-0, he takes the series. We expected it to be tricky. There were a couple of moments they managed it really well. Dom Sibley, his 3rd test half century. It'll mean a lot to him. It's in alien conditions and on the back of a few innings that he's been struggling with. But Josh Butler, 46 or 48, and England with 6 wickets to spare get to 164.
Yes, Ambuldenia again, the star man with the ball for Sri Lanka, but just wasn't enough today. Ably supported a little bit by the other 2 in trying to give him control, but unfortunately they were not able to get any more than 4 wickets today as England go on to win the game by 6 wickets and win the series 2-0.